Well, you know, daylight savings has come and gone because the lights are already on for this North Carolina State Championship third round showdown between the visiting 5th seed Ardrey Kell Knights and the 4 seed Cuthbertson Cavaliers right here on Bahakel Sports. Nick Kloss here with you. Let's take a look at how we got here in this tournament. Ardrey Kell against Cuthbertson right at the top of your bracket. Porter Ridge and South Meck, both teams have seen them throughout. Weddington on the bottom, 25th ranked team in the nation. Cuthbertson faced them earlier this season, got a 3-2 win out of that, so a lot of interesting stuff coming out of the West region. Ardrey Kell trying to get back to that region championship. Let's start with the home team, coached by head coach Kevin Flynn, 14-3-3 this year in that Southern Carolina 4A conference. They've been led all season long by Jack Soares, leading the conference with 9 goals just in conference play, 18 goals total. Gonna have it cut out for them with the Knights coming in as we look at Ardrey Kell, coached by head coach Adam Henry. This team made it last season all the way to that regional final, played against Weddington and fell just short. Weddington went on to lose to Cardinal Gibbons in the state final. So both these teams with state championship aspirations, and Ardrey Kell trying to make it back, and this is just a step in the way. Kickoff coming up between Ardrey Kell and Cuthbertson on the other side of this break. Welcome back here to Cuthbertson High School, Waxhaw, North Carolina, for some postseason play. Getting a little cold in October. That's when you know it's playoff soccer, and the 4 seed versus the 5 seed. Two teams very even on paper in Cuthbertson and Ardrey Kell. You look at them in comparison in a lot of those categories, they really line up very well. 75 goals, though, on the season for Ardrey Kell, just 56 for Cuthbertson. And you look at Ardrey Kell's record, 18-2-5, kind of what them and Coach Adam Henry have been used to. Last year, I mentioned it in the Open, getting all the way to the regional final against Weddington, falling just short, 2-1 loss. Cardinal Gibbons took home the state tournament. But Ardrey Kell trying to get back, and Cuthbertson trying to keep the steady improvement they've seen over the last couple years under Coach Kevin Flynn. This season, 6-0-2 in the conference. They got first in the Southern Carolina 4A. That's over Weddington, Porter Ridge, Marvin Ridge, and Sun Valley. And Weddington is not just one of the best teams in the state of North Carolina. They're ranked 3rd, but in the nation, 25th in the country. Weddington, one of the best teams. Cuthbertson took them down 3-2 as we're just about set. 40 minutes on the clock. Nick Kloss here with you for this one. Ardrey Kell and Cuthbertson did see each other earlier this season. That was all the way back on August 23rd with a 1-0 win for Ardrey Kell. Obviously mentioned Jack Soares, one of the best offensive players for the Cavaliers and one of the best in this game. He'll be dueling it out all day long. Cole Freeman starting in net, going against Ross Thompson on the other end. Keepers in green and yellow. Blue for Cuthbertson Cavaliers, white for the Ardrey Kell Knights. Official sets the ball. Soares ready to start things off. And underway for playoff soccer in Waxhaw, North Carolina. Moving it out. Zola Yedipin goes out to get the first throw in for Ardrey Kell. They were 8-0-2 in conference play in South Mech 4A, playing against Myers Park, South Mech, Olympic, Palisades, and Barry. 9-1-3 at home, but 7-1-2 on the road. Those road records, super important for these teams, especially those state championship teams. Those are the ones you see can come in this type of environment. It's cold. It's the playoffs. Cuthbertson's at home on their home field. You got to get these upsets if you want to make it as far as they did last year. Standing Cuthbertson's side of the field, now opening things up. Forced up. Daniel Allen makes a run on the right side. Tucked inside, McDougal. Back to Allen on the 1-2. Cross outside the 18, sent away by the Ardrey Kell back line. Good push so far from Cuthbertson. Haven't seen Ardrey Kell get to the other side as we see some active hands from Cole Freeman, the junior, 7th in the region in goals against average, 87.7%. Good save percentage for him so far this year. Junior sends it deep. Dueling against the senior on the other side in Ross Thompson. 14 games played, 8 saves on the season. McDougal loses it on the near side. Throw in coming for Ardrey Kell and the Knights. Only 2 losses I mentioned for Ardrey Kell coming from Marvin Ridge. 1-0 in TC Robertson. 2-0 loss. Other than that, 5 ties. They actually have not lost since September 2nd, over 2 months ago. Allen with it in his hands. Poked quickly out, stays with the Knights. Tyler Grogg, left back for the Knights, 3 goals on the season, likes to push up on the left side. Crowd wanted to keep the play going, but throw-in's going to stay with the Knights. Playing with that left side with Grogg. Poked out on the aggressive defensive play. Black through the back line. Weaving through the middle, Oliver Conway loses it. Shabika, leading scorer, 14 goals on the year for him. Takes a shot from outside 18, curving off the crossbar and out of play. What a shot from the senior midfielder. And Cuthbertson's not going to let him get those types of chances, or at least that's going to be the plan for them. Just an amazing shot from Shabika. Just outside the 18, almost curves it down inside the crossbar. Goal kick, nonetheless, for the Cavaliers. Rogue off the foot of Grog. Cuthbertson makes up some ground. The Cavaliers, the 57th ranked team in the country. Big wins over Weddington. Top 25 team and the third-ranked team in the state, looking to pick up another here. Foul going against Ardrey Kell. Allen leaves the free kick for Bryson Colbrenner, the junior. 2 apples on the year for him. Shabika tries to switch sides of the field, goes through the back line for Corwin Shore. Plays through Thompson, has to play with the feet. Both keepers very athletic for both sides, for the Knights and the Cavaliers. Schunkweiler loses it. Tries to play it through. One more pass. Itchaburi goes for Freeman. Sends it up. Anand goes down. Draws the foul. Just gets clipped on the other side. 2 high cleats. Spikes are out. Gets the foul. Grog with the free kick. Keep an eye on number 8 in white throughout this one. Shabika, also number 10 in Soar. Jack Soares heads it right there. 18 goals on the season for him, 14 for Shabika, and almost had a 15th here early. Less than 5 minutes into that first half. Another free kick for Ardrey Kell. Already second of the night for the Knights. High, floating inside the 18. Headed on. Second shot, they score! I mentioned Grog. 3 goals on the season. Number 4 to make it 1-0, Ardrey Kell. Just perfectly on the back post. Grog off the volley. Phenomenal finish from the senior left back. Tyler Grog, 4 goals on the year and an assist. 9 total points now for the veteran in white. Cuthbertson now working from behind. It's a win or go home game for both these teams, trying to stay alive in the state championship. Dreaming of rings at the end of the season. Sent up. Ken Flynn with the big boot going to around the 20-yard line. If you're looking at those football lines, the blue lines are what we're paying attention to tonight. Brought down by McDougal. Up and away. Schweigerath last to touch it. Still less than 10 minutes in and already a lead for Ardrey Kell from Tyler Grog. 76 total goals on the year for Ardrey Kell. 56 total for Cuthbertson as it goes out. Flag goes up from the side. Allen nearly falls on the throw, stays up. Grog tucks it through the legs, but out of bounds. Allen with another. McDougal creates a step, has two on. Ichaburu battles him off. Last touch by McDougal and a goal kick coming. Cuthbertson hoping for a corner, but they'll have to wait for the first of the match on either side. Still haven't seen it. Nice crowd filling up here in Waxhaw, North Carolina. The Cavaliers taking on the Knights. The third round of the North Carolina Men's Soccer Championship. Winner goes to the quarterfinals. After that, a trip to the regional championship and, of course, the state championship to finish it all off. Last year it was Cardinal Gibbons against Weddington. Quick turn. Yepiding goes down. Got another look at the foul. Long ball, trying to switch sides. Grog first to it, lets it go out to keep it with the Knights. Jack Soares right on him. Just behind, led the conference in points and goals, which, considering the conference they're from, something to say. McDougal just inside the 18, crossing in front, looks for Soares. Just soars by. Looking for a sweeping cross, deflected. Yepidin keeps it up, but Cuthbertson keeps the pressure in the attacking third before snagged by Freeman. Good give and go. Anand knocked off by Allen. Looking for Soares. Slows up. Yepidin battling. Still inside the 18. Soares moves through one, two, the third. Tackle successful. Grabbed by Cole Freeman, the junior goalkeeper. Veteran eats some clock there. 7th in the region in goals against average. 2nd in the conference. And also 2nd in the conference in total saves with 74. He's been their man for most of the season. Same thing on the other side with Ross Thompson. 14 games played for him. Postseason, you need your best keepers in. Yorling moves, goes down, and another foul going against Cuthbertson. Just too much physicality. And you see that, and you'd imagine you'd see that right now. This is a big game for both of these teams. Gonna see a lot of fire in these players. Wanting every inch. Try and get a goal, especially Cuthbertson, who's down, soars. Off sides. Had a step, and you'll see it here on the replay. Too much of one, as he's already behind that back line by the time that pass is made. Good call by the line official. Double zeros. Cole Freeman moves it. Cuthbertson really has dominated the possession for most of this game. Since the start and opening whistle, they've taken it and really held on. But after that, that quick goal from Tyler Grog is what sets us here at 1-0. Both these teams with a lot of offensive talent. A big spark. Grog trying to run up to get there in time, but stuck back in his defensive positioning. Gives the ball back to the Cavaliers. Booted high and out by Jacob Echeburu. Starting as a freshman for the Ardrey Kell Knights. Not too many underclassmen on really either of these rosters. It's a lot of juniors and seniors, a lot of veterans. Headed on by Soares, looking for McDougal. Grog plays it back for Freeman. Freeman, one of two captains on this Ardrey Kell team. The other one whizzes by the other. Amro Shabika, saw a shot from him earlier. Thought we might have gotten the first goal from him as well. Turns out Tyler Grog gets it off a half volley. About 15 minutes in to this opening frame. Ardrey Kell 1-0 over Cuthbertson. Cavaliers making moves. Shabika. Quick turn. Plays one more for Ramirez. Ardrey Kell with no problem holding on to possession and killing as much clock as they can. I know we still have a lot of time and they can't sit back and park it just yet, especially with a 1-0 lead, but they're more happy to play through the back line than Cuthbertson is right now. Pushing outside, Grog! The physicality, everyone wants a call. No one's going to be happy with it. Let's look at the replay here. Grog going in, using all of that right shoulder and the right arm. No call. Instead, it goes off of Cuthbertson, and now a throw-in for Ardrey Kell. Some substitutions coming in as Anand's going to head off, as well as Reed Schunkweiler. Mohit Patel, number 11 in white, enters the match. Matthew Yorling also entering, taken away. Fragale. Allen tries to race it out, called out of bounds. Last touch by the Cavaliers. Fragale, a throw in again. Shabika, one touches it back. Soares, brought down, hard tackle, easy call for the official. And just sticks the foot out. And it looks like that's Ramirez just not getting the ball there. Have to make first contact. Allen gathers with pressure on. Moved up, Cole Brenner gives it away, saying a foul against Ardrey Kell, and much to the relief of the Cavaliers. And just that hard attack from Shabika on the back of Oliver Conway. Grog cuts off the pressure. It's a battle we're going to see between 11 in blue and 12 in white on that right side. Substitutions now coming in. As you see there, the Bahakel Game of the Week this Friday. Charlotte Christian visits Providence Day for the NCHSAA semifinal at 7 p.m. That's going to be a huge game. The Chargers against the Knights. Be sure to tune in to the Bahakel Game of the Week. Nearly cut off by Cole Brenner. Kept for a moment. Ramirez takes over. Long ball blocked off. Ramirez again. This time plays it through. Speed from the back end, cut off. What a defensive play by Corwin Shore. The wheels from Shore to get all the way back and break that up. Not out of danger just yet. The cross out of play and a goal kick. And excuse me, it was deflected on that kick, so it will be the first corner that we've seen today. Still a 1-0 lead as we show you that bracket that got us to this point. Cuthbertson and Ardrey Kell at the top. They'll take the winner, the 16 against the 24, South Meck and Porter Ridge, 4th round game on Thursday. Corner up, headed, just wide. Good connection. Gonna have to get, it looks like Shabika might have been the one to get his head, and it was. He's all over the place inside that 18 and even out. Now a goal kick comes for Ross Thompson and the Cavaliers. Just saw Jack Soares go to the bench as well as David McDougall, both taking some early rests. Coach Kevin Flynn using some of the bench right now. Want to keep those best players fresh. Even though they're down 1-0 right now, they have a lot of time to figure this out as long as the defense stays strong, which right now with Corwin Shore, the senior in the back line, along with Bryson Cole Brenner and David Allen on the right. Looking pretty good so far. Popped up right above the head of Carter Anglin. One of the two players that checked in for Coach Flynn. Foul right near the end line. Gives it back to Ardrey Kell and the Knights. Cole Freeman's going to take the goal kick. 75 total saves on the year. Cuthbertson on their way to getting here, and they beat Page 4-2. Also beat Cox Mill in penalty kicks 3-1. Their last loss to Myers Park back on October 9th. So both these teams been some time since they find themselves on the other end of the win-loss column. It's been mostly W's for both these teams. Usually what you see get into the postseason. Both these teams on 4-game win streaks. Good turn by Corwin Shore. Gets out. Shabika. Nearly taken away. Cuthbertson keeps it. Ardrey Kell. Grog. On it, pulls it back to safety. Running through it. Mason Jacobus causes the turnover, throwing for Allen in the Cavaliers. Shabika takes it away. Ramirez switching sides. Yepidin. Loose in front. Patel tries to push it. Intercepted before it can get to Fergale. Flipped through by Demling. Intercepted. Yorling plays the ball, looking for Fergale, just out of reach. Just under 17 minutes left to play in the opening frame. Knights still holding on to that 1-0 lead. They got quite early from a goal from Tyler Grogg off a free kick. Sent up high by the freshman. 1 goal, 2 points for the young Jacob Ichiburu. Lone freshman in this starting lineup for the Knights as we get some more substitutions. Fergali's going to go back off. And coming back in is Akshat Anand, originally in that starting position, as well as Reed Schunkweiler making his return to the pitch. Kian Flynn taking a rest for Cuthbertson. Headed high, dangerous position, grabbed by Thompson. The pursuit from Alejandro Hernandez. Nearly gets a header to go past Thompson. But the Cavaliers keep it at a 1-0 match here in Waxhaw, North Carolina. Nick Kloss here with you for this one. Opening nearly for Cuthbertson, spoke too soon, just out of reach for Carter Anglin. Thompson decides to pick it up and take his time. Average a little over half a save per match, which I know is a very odd stat, but doesn't have to do too much work in net, especially with the season that the Cavaliers have had, 14-3-2. Haven't allowed too many shots, but when he's needed, he's been big. Has a goals against average under 1. Allen. Anand right on him. Allen gets it out. Well done. Bounces it off of Anand and gets the goal kick. Looked like he might have got himself into a sticky situation in that corner. Ends up perfectly turning it, bouncing off the shin of Anand, and a goal kick for Thompson, so Cuthbertson can stay a little more in control. Shore sends it up for Anglin. Anglin flashing the moves. Pass too strong. Drifts to Thompson, plays it to the feet, kicks it to the foot or the hand. Five ties on the year for Ardrey Kell. Something that become pretty common for them as the season went on. If it wasn't a win, it was probably a tie, but Watauga, AC Reynolds, Weddington, Myers Park, and South Mecklenburg, all ties on Ardrey Kell's schedule. Realistic thing that we could see this one need more time than just the 80 minutes on the clock. Skims off the head of Allen. Haven Hall, number 6 in blue, also in. Another senior for Coach Flynn. Second on the team in assists with 5. Tied with Mason Jacobus. Shabika, 14 goals on the year. Off for Grogg, already scored earlier today. Shabika with Allen, pass, Anand keeps it. Booted up forward by Kolbrenner. Cuthbertson still trying to generate offense right now, is quickly approaching that 10-minute mark in the first half. And it'll be interesting to see, because the beauty of this sport is how each team counteracts the game plan. The early goal from Ardrey Kell. How does Coach Flynn and Cuthbertson counteract that? As here come the Knights. Shore, wonderful defense, sends it up and out. But that early goal from Ardrey Kell changes the mindset of Coach Kevin Flynn. Could have been trying to be extremely aggressive to try and get that first goal. Now trying to lay back so you don't give up another. High ball inside the 18. Anand there. Coming out. Freeman. Nearly a collision. That's Thompson grabbing it out of the air. Someone got a little shaken up, and that's Allen. Collided with his own goalkeeper, but keeps it going. Demling loses it. Grog kicks it away. Throw in for Ardrey Kell. Substitutions coming in now for the Knights. As looking here, the Blitz this Friday at 11 p.m. You got to watch it on WCCB. You do not want to miss all the best high school football playoffs edition on the Blitz. Anand keeps it in the hands of the Knights. Allen been having a really tough job with Grog and Anand on the same side. Shabika coming over as well. All right here on the left, to the near side of your screen. You see Shabika right on the right, a little cut off. Grog right in the middle. And sent deep on a run. Spencer Crum. Freeman's out. Handles it with the feet. And gets it out of danger. Nearly a big mistake for the junior goalkeeper from Ardrey Kell. Cuthbertson keeps it in the offensive third. Free kick coming in a potentially dangerous spot, not too far outside the 18, just about 20 yards. This is how the Ardrey Kell goal happened earlier in this game. Off of a free kick, dropped once inside the 18. Grog was going towards the back post, and he gets it. Cuthbertson plays it short. Coming up, Kolbrenner keeps it in. Hull. Trying to switch it back. Schunkweiler contests, and a loss for the Cavaliers, giving it back to Ardrey Kell, but substitutions coming in. They're going to bring back in Jack Soares and David McDougall. Lucas Demling will head back to the bench after a good couple of minutes. 12 points on the year for him. He was top 20 in the conference. Carter England, also another senior on this team, checking out as well. If you see 21, big body on the right side, Mason Jacobus on the offensive end for Cuthbertson. Another change made by Coach Flynn. Approaching 7 minutes left in this opening frame. Thompson's going to come up to take the free kick. If you got a goalie who can send it, it can really change the sides of the field from offense to defense in just a second. Just as late as it is in the first, and down one, which is what the Cavs want to do right here. Hull McDougal heads it on. Freeman lets it bounce. He's going to take the time with it before Jacobus comes up to lay pressure. Freeman taking all the time given by the Cavaliers. Now a deep shot way outside, just through the uprights and over the crossbar. A shot from Brendan Fragale. Ardrey Kell not scared to shoot from that distance. They've almost caught Ross Thompson up top twice now. The first one coming from Amro Shabika, one of the captains for Ardrey Kell, going off the crossbar. Hull through the middle, thin. Ramirez with a good tackle takes it away. Numbers now for the Knights. Through ball, blocked off. Grog sends it up. McDougal with the run. One-on-one with the freshman. Pushed out. Throw in, though, in the attacking third for the Cavaliers. Under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Still down by 1. Allen with it for the throw. Goes high for Jacobus, who heads it on. Going back for Allen. Crosses low. Anand has it. Sent out by Yorling. 2 balls on the field. They'll wait a second to get that cleared up, but throw in once again for Cuthbertson. Goes back to Jacobus. Headed out. And we'll repeat it a third time. Headed on. Hull gets a good chunk of it, but Freeman sees it before anyone else, snags it. Takes his time once again. 3:45 ticking off the clock. Good crowd out here in Waxhaw, North Carolina. Cold night in October. We say cold here in North Carolina. Other places this would be still warm, but around 60s, 50s. But it's that chill in the air when you know postseason soccer is here. Start in August with 90 to 100 degree heat. Finish it off where you got to wear long sleeves, maybe a sweatshirt. Here come the Cavaliers. Left side, rolling shot. Freeman gobbles it up. Great ball from McDougal. Getting that all the way down in a shot on net and a save for Freeman. First direct shot we've seen Freeman face today. Hull hits it through, soars. Leading scorer for the Cavaliers moves it up. Sent away by Ross Thompson. Sent up by Flint. Hull. Good touch, brings it down. McDougal on the far side. Cut off by 3 Knights defenders and taken away. Yepidin Pushes it up, and the Knights make way up the field. Defense has been solid for Cuthbertson since allowing that first goal early in the first half. Hall, give and go. Taken away. Good defense from Tyler Grog. Allen sends it at the top of the 18. McDougal with pressure on. Sent out by Mason Lynch. And a corner kick for Cuthbertson with a minute left in the first half. Good chance for them. Haven't had a corner yet today. First of the match. Soares back to take it. They have one player short. Soares. Immediate whistle. Looks like we'll get a re-kick on the corner. Official talking to 24 and 21 in white and blue. Jacob Ichiburu in white and Mason Jacobus in blue, number 21. Having a quick discussion with them. Soares ready to cross. Sends in. Freeman goes high and snags it down. A good opening half for Ardrey Kell, a 1-0 lead. Cuthbertson hasn't played poorly, putting a lot of pressure and keeping a lot of possession here in this first half, but that goal off the free kick, that perfectly went to the foot of Tyler Grog on the back post. The difference right now, 10 seconds left in the first half. Cuthbertson might try and send it deep. They'll give it to Thompson. Pushes it, and the clock hits 0 on the first half. So in the third round, 1-0 at the break. Ardrey Kell leads Cuthbertson at the half. at the half here in Waxhaw, North Carolina. The North Carolina State Men's Soccer Championship third round between the 5th seed Ardrey Kell and the 4th seed Cuthbertson Cavaliers. But don't forget the game of the week this Friday. It's Charlotte Christian as they visit the powerhouse Providence Day Chargers. That's streaming live on BahakelSports.com. It's the NCHSAA State semifinal. Your Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Charlotte Christian taking on Providence Day this Friday. At the half, here in Waxhaw, Cuthbertson down by 1 to Ardrey Kell. More halftime coming up on the other side. A 1-0 lead here between Ardrey Kell and Cuthbertson. The Knights on top in the third round of the North Carolina Men's Soccer Championships as we get a look at some of the action from that first half. And, you know, it opened up pretty good right here from Shabika. Number 8 in white, Amro Shabika had 14 goals on the year. Just a beautiful curving goal in. And here's the difference maker right here. That free kick drops in front, almost head on from Schunkweiler, but it's Tyler Grogg perfectly placed on that back post, gets his 4th goal of the year. A lot of pressure from that Ardrey Kell front line, and honestly their whole team very good at building offense from the back, but they really didn't dominate possession in that first. Cuthbertson started out with it a lot. They kept it through a lot of that first half, but Ardrey Kell, the 1-up, 1-0, the 5 seed, trying to upset the 4 right here in Waxhaw. Second half almost ready to get started. Crowd on their feet. 1-0 match here in North Carolina. The Cuthbertson Cavaliers and the Ardrey Kell Knights. 40 minutes to finish this one off. Winner gets a trip to the quarterfinals as we look at that bracket. A trip to match on Thursday against Porter Ridge or South Meck. On the other side, Hickory Ridge plays Lake Norman, and Weddington against Independence tonight to figure out the other side on Thursday. But right here in Waxhaw, North Carolina, the Cavaliers find themselves trailing at the half 1-0 from an early goal from Tyler Grogg. Quickly sent up and out as we're underway. Jack Soares through the middle, loses it. Matthew Yorling moved on, now Grogg on the far side. Back to that starting 11, and especially that starting front line for Coach Flynn. Number 11 in Lucas Deming. Soares drifting through the middle. Again, up for McDougal. Turn, battling with Yepidin. Drifts out. And a corner kick for the Cavaliers. Soares comes over to take it again. Deming there as well. Sent it straight into the box on the last one. Could possibly play it short to Deming. Goes for the long ball. To the back. McDougal goes wide. Goal kick coming for Ardrey Kell. Just headed a little too high. Too much of an arc to the outside. But early pressure for the Cuthbertson Cavaliers. Hall brings it down. Soares has it cut off by Yorling and out of play. Throw and going the other way for Ardrey Kell. Quick three through the middle for Shabika. Wants a call, none granted. Is now Schunkweiler. Loses it. Shabika. 1-2. Cut off. And the offsides negates the play, brings everything back. Thompson has to move it on the free kick. The Cavaliers 8-1-2 right here on their home field. Trying to get a 9th win of the year. In front, Soares shoots over the crossbar. Point blank and too high. Another look. Beautiful touch. Bounces and just catches it under. Soars it high. His teammate right there. One they're going to want back for the Cavaliers. Suarez soaring through the middle, taking away Ramirez. Schunkweiler pulls it back. Works through, tries to keep it out. Schunkweiler again shoots top right. 2-0. The Knights take a 2-goal lead over the Cavaliers on the road. And now for the home team, backs against the wall. Need a spark of offense. They need a change to get back in this. They need one just to get those heads back up and feel, that they can score on Cole Freeman. He hasn't seen too much today. 1 point blank shot, a couple crosses, that really nice look from Suarez. And you see how quickly things can change from a point blank opportunity to score for the Cavaliers to now down 2-0. Shabika moves it. Suarez, nice ball. McDougal shoots. Bar down! What a goal! Cuthbertson back within one. Just beautifully placed. You're going to want to clip that one. Bar down for the senior. 31 points now on the season. Assistant coach Patrick Lucas talking to McDougal and Suarez. Seemed like he was getting them hyped up after getting that goal, and just like that, just over 5 minutes in to the second frame, it was 1-0, now 2-1. Shabika plays advantage. Official blows the whistle to stop play and talk to Lucas Deming. As this Friday, don't forget to watch the Blitz at 11 p.m. live on WCCB. It's playoff edition. You do not want to miss all the high school football on the Blitz. After that quick discussion, quickly goes off of Ardrey Kell and a throw for Cuthbertson. Handball called against the Cavaliers. Quick start from Ardrey Kell and Mason Lynch, number 3 on the back line. 1 assist for him so far this season. Kicked up. McDougal again scored from this position. Diving just wide, but Freeman looked like he had it covered. They've realized if they shoot, they may score. And Freeman doing everything to dive to cover that far post that McDougal was trying to creep it in. 12 goals on the year for the senior in 26 in blue. Deming runs with the ball. Suarez beats one. Shot deflected. Corner kick coming for the Cavaliers. Just a beautiful ball from Deming. You're seeing this front three of 11, 10, and 26 really start to connect. Suarez off the bounce, beats one. Plays it off. Deming now. Deming on the near side. Squeaks out. Ardrey Kell with the throw. Yep it in. 21 in white. Leaves it for his teammate. Back to it first, Colbrenner. Good turn and go. Ramirez takes it in the middle. Nice spin. Last touched out on Caden Chowning. Chowning heads it on. Deming just misses. Ramirez gets past. Fragale moves through a couple, loses it. Yorling. Through ball for Grog. Yorling again. Crosses. Top of the 18. Headed up, Chowning. Deming nearly slips on it. Plays it back for his teammate. Pressure there, and finally brought down. Schunkweiler gonna get the call and a free kick for Cuthbertson. Just clips that back heel. Gonna be a call every time. Sent high and up by Keon Flynn. Shabika slowed up but not stopped. Anand. Perfect ball. Schunkweiler sends it high. Substitutions coming back in as you get another look at that shot over the crossbar. Carter Englund coming back in as well as Oliver Conway. Get a look back at that bracket. Right now 2-1. Ardrey Kell looked like they might pull away with the 2-0 lead, but a bar down burner from McDougal brings them back within one. Looking to see who plays the winner of Porter Ridge and South Mac. Ardrey Kell already saw South Mac. They had a tie. Cuthbertson trying to tie this one up. Brought down. And the call made. Free kick for the Cavaliers. Mason Jacobus. The free kick, similar to the spot that Ardrey Kell scored in the first half, finding Tyler Grog on the back post. Yepidin marked up with McDougal in the same spot. Soares on the ball. Drifts it in, looking for that back post. Headed back. Whistle by the official. Ardrey Kell now with a free kick of their own, and the Knights will give it to Cole Freeman. Can send it deep and burn some time. And that's what we're going to start to look for now. Still plenty of time, 28 minutes left in the second half. But when do you start seeing Ardrey Kell try to protect that lead and Cuthbertson get extra aggressive, trying to tie things up? TJ King at the bottom of the screen, 18 in blue, along with Scardy Worrell, getting ready to check in. Long ball. Jacobus blocked off. Conway keeps it with the Cavaliers. Moved over, Chowning. Good defensive play from Corwin Shore. He's kept that left side locked up. As Ramirez, the obvious foul, the crowd in an uproar. Ramirez trying to walk away and a yellow given. Doesn't try to play the ball, goes fully one-on-one with Chowning and just pulls him away. Gets the yellow, our first card we've seen in this third round match. Now a free kick on the other side. Chowning on it, could drift it to the top of the 18. That's where we've seen a lot of these goals coming. 3 goals already in this match. Chowning awaiting the go-ahead from the official, who's lining up the group at the top of the 18. Trying to make sure everyone's playing nice at the top. Chowning. Up high. Jacobus drops down. Freeman still free. Tapped in. Official waves it off. The referee says no goal. Cole Freeman is down in the net for Ardrey Kell. You see the second attempt, he had it. Gets kicked out loose. That's where the ref blew the play. Third look, as now you see Cole Freeman down as he is getting assistance from a trainer. But here's another look at that play. Chowning sends it perfectly to the top, nearly ahead on it from Jacobus, and then that's where it gets free, and that's most likely where the contact was made. You can't really tell from the camera if it was up high, if it was a cleat, or how he collided. As right now, we'll switch things over as he gets attention to the Bahakel Game of the Week this Friday. Charlotte Christian visits Providence Day in the NCHSAA State Semi-Final. That's streaming live on BahakelSports.com. Huge game. Providence Day Chargers, a powerhouse. Charlotte Christian, no slouch either. 2 very good football programs going at it for your Bahakel Game of the Week. And also, don't forget to watch the Blitz Playoff Edition live, 11 p.m. on Friday. It's on WCCB Charlotte. The Blitz Playoff Edition. Plenty of high school football, the best going on right now, and you can find them all on the Blitz. Crowd getting loud for their home Cavaliers, but still down is Cole Freeman, a captain for this Ardrey Kell team. Second in the conference in goals against average. Second in saves. Made a couple tonight as well, protecting this 2-1 lead. He is sitting up now, it seems like. Teammate there with him, 2 trainers as well. 2 trainers and a coach. And now he is fully upright. Seeing improvement, but we do see a backup goalkeeper warming up on the other side. It should be Bernardo Marquez, but we'll have to get confirmation. Also, Jawad Bakdood a goalkeeper rostered as well for Ardrey Kell. But it would be a big hit as it's playoff time right now. Cuthbertson and Ardrey Kell, the 4 and the 5 here in the third round, trying to get to the quarterfinals or the region semis that fourth round against Porter Ridge or South Meck. South Meck tied Ardrey Kell earlier this season, and South Meck actually beat Cuthbertson earlier this year as well. So a challenge there. Porter Ridge, if they get the upset there, actually they're the higher seed, so if they win it the way the seeding says, it'll be a rematch also for Cuthbertson. So getting up, Cole Freeman gets up on his own power, walks off. Great to see from him. Number 1 is in net, and that is Bernardo Marquez. 11 games played for him. According to Max Preps, he does have a goal. I'm curious of how that happened, but I believe it. Whether he was in goal or playing the field for that one, he does have a goal and also an assist. 3 points for the new goalkeeper for Ardrey Kell, coming in for Cole Freeman. 2-1. Back underway here in Waxhaw, North Carolina. Schunkweiler showing the speed. Gets through one, sent high and away by Conway. Shabika. Beautiful moves. Down the left side, Anad crosses it in. Still free, still there, diving for it. Thompson can't quite get there. 3-1. The Knights lead the Cavaliers. And just Anglin can't fully clear it out off the touch. And it looks like the person finishing it off is Reed Schunkweiler. Akshath Anand may not get the credit on the assist. We don't know for sure, but as far as setting up that scoring play for Ardrey Kell, him as well as Shabika really did that work, getting it up, getting it to the far side, a beautiful cross, and then just left it in too long. If it's in that 18, gotta clear it out. Thompson just trying to make the last second save, stretches out, just squeaks in on the far post. 3-1. Ardrey Kell over Cuthbertson right now. Cuthbertson had Cavaliers with some great chances. The goal from McDougall was outstanding, bar down. And now there is a backup keeper in between the pipes for Ardrey Kell. So definitely a lot of hope and a good chance for the Cavaliers to try and even things up. Anglin plays it up forward. Soares and Deming back on the bench. Jess Deming. Soares still out on the field. TJ King, number 18 and blue, joining that front line. Soares tries to get through two, draws the foul, and a free kick coming. Just tries to split the two defenders. Honestly, very well done by Soares to get into a situation where he knew he could probably get the foul and get a really good free kick scoring chance for the Cavaliers, who desperately need it right now. Down 2, under 25 minutes to play in the match. Soares goes straight towards Marquez. Diving save. Thought he might cross it in. That's what he's done all match long. Instead, goes straight on target, which honestly, with the goalkeeper change, makes sense. Try to catch him off guard off of what you've been doing all match long. Drifts down. Second chance. Flynn, another shot. Conway goes high. Another high shot for the Cavaliers. Something they've seen far too many times today. Soares had one right inside the 6 that skied over the crossbar. Very well could be 3-2 right now. Played on. McDougal crosses in. Sent away. Echeburu. Whirl. Puts it out. Top of the box, looking for Soares. Bounces around. Senior comes in and takes it. Cavaliers maintaining possession. King. Puts it in front. Marquez. Gonna take a long lay down. Gets up. Kills some clock. As Ardrey Kell now with a 3-1 lead. The Knights trying to move on to the 4th round. State quarterfinals. Play the winner of 16-seed Porter Ridge and 24-seed South Mecklenburg. Both Ardrey Kell and Cuthbertson getting first in their respected conferences. The Southern Carolina 4A and the South Mech 4A. And a huge win for Cuthbertson, winning a conference that has been dominated by Weddington, one of the best teams not even in North Carolina but in the country. So a huge win for the Cavaliers under Coach Flint. Booted high and away by Ramirez, a throw for the Cavaliers. Last year, Ardrey Kell lost in the regional finals 2-1 to Weddington, trying to make it back to that spot. Based on where we are now, they'd have to win the next one and the next one. So the next 2 matches, including this one, not including this one. I'm confusing myself here. Win this one and win 2 more. And they've gotten farther than they did in the 2022 season. Deflected out. Another corner kick coming for the Cavaliers. Soares goes to take it. Sends it in, headed out by Shabika. Shot from Chowning. Blocked. McDougal keeps it to the other side of the 18. Hard touch. Sent away. Looking for McDougal. Cut off by Yepidin. McDougal again. Moves once. Shoots it on. Deflected in front by the defender. The pressure remains as Lucas Deming coming back in, as well as Corwin Shore, who's really been great on the defensive end, shoring up that back line for Coach Flynn and the Cuthbertson Cavaliers. Trying to keep their season alive. Right now, down 2. They've had good scoring chances. The second half, they have dominated in terms of time of possession. Ramirez has a yellow card on his name in this match. Heads it away. Patel moves it nicely through 2. Pushed up for Gale. Move back one more, Antista. Pulled off the ball by Flynn. Free kick for Ardrey Kell. Now staying on the offensive half of things for them for really the first time in this second frame. Pulled out. Cavaliers take it back. And obviously, other than the 2 goals they have scored, but those were 2 very quick trips into the offensive half of the field. Other than that, Cuthbertson doing what they've done a majority of this match, keeping the possession mostly to themselves and seeing some good chances. Looks like that might have been a handball on the far side against the Cavaliers. Shabika moves it once. Anand. Nice move. Gets one to jump. Inside the 18. Crosses for Fragale. And broken up. Deming kicks it out. Throw in staying with Ardrey Kell. Substitutions now coming in once again. Spencer Crum, 13, coming in for Carter Anglin, as well as making Mason Jacobus stepping back in and playing in that top forward role. Scotty Worrell heads off, 17 in blue. Shabika moves through, brought down. They're saying no foul. Play continues. And now another big move from Coach Flynn. Corwin Shore is no longer on the back line. Now he's on the right side up top. So the 2 top players right now are Mason Jacobus and Corwin Shore, who are also 2 of the biggest players on the Cuthbertson roster. Trying to put a lot of size up front. Headed on. Great save from Ross Thompson. Tracks it beautifully off the header. Crum cuts towards the middle. The speed of Andre Sama, almost too much for the Cavaliers, but keeping it with them. Shabika, the high leg, cuts it off. Push from behind on McDougall, draws the foul, and a free kick for Cuthbertson. Just that light push from Alec Antista is enough. Chowning crossing it in, headed out. Flynn heads it over. Soares. Shot. Too high. After a quick rest, Scotty Worrell comes back out. Keon Flynn is going to take a rest. Now 15 minutes left in the match. Winner goes on to the 4th round of the North Carolina Men's Soccer Championships. Crum moving. Yepidin moves through. Crum sticks with it the whole way. Nearly rewarded. Marquez picks it up. Be a goal kick for Ardrey Kell, trying to keep this 2-goal lead. Looking for a match against Porter Ridge or South Meck. Crum Quick on the near side. Draws two. Ramirez comes up, but the throw-in staying in the attacking third. Corwin Shore to take it. Could be a long throw towards the box. It is. Drops once. Shabika sends it way out. When these two teams met back in August, it was a 1-0 win for Ardrey Kell. Right now, a 3-1 lead for the Knights. A lot of pressure coming from Ardrey Kell. Cavaliers breaking out. Deming lets it go by. Suarez can't get to it first. All that speed from Andre Sama putting a lot of pressure on the back line of Cuthbertson. Crum, talk about someone with speed themselves. Gets past Yepidin. Too far, but brings the throw in into the attacking third. Shore, the long bomb again, drops down. McDougal, still free, shot. Suarez, blocked in front. Another cross at the top of the 18, Shore. Works it back, Chowning. Crosses in, off of Shore. The deflection from the teammate, a blessing for Ardrey Kell, sends it deep and out of danger. The Cavaliers need a goal. A lot of pressure. Backup goalkeeper in for Ardrey Kell. Cole Freeman in a collision inside the 6 left the match. Bernardo Marquez now in his place, number 1 in the green jersey. Looking for Crum, little too high. As now another substitution coming in for Cuthbertson, Haven Hall. 5 assists on the year for him. Looking to add another here late. Under 11 minutes to play in the second half. Scotty Worrell is going to head back off. Been a great addition off the bench for Coach Kevin Flynn. For the head coach on the other bench in Adam Henry, it's been a well-executed offense. Defense is held tight, and it's given them a 2-goal lead here late. Shore gonna attempt the deep throw again. Headed up. Drifts almost perfectly for Suarez. And Marquez takes his time and finally picks it up. 10 minutes left now. And this is that question I gave out earlier. When are you gonna see the styles change? I think you've already really seen Ardrey Kell start to be more of a defensive team now with this 2-goal lead, trying to protect it with little time on the clock. You're seeing another shift from the Cavaliers. Cuthbertson starting to move people forward, playing more aggressive up top. You got McDougal, you got Shore, and Jacobus all on that front line. 3 of the tallest, biggest players on the pitch right now, the front 3 for the Cavaliers. Shore was playing left center back most of this match. Now up front. Ramirez sends it up and out. Sent inside the 18, drops down and sent away. Flynn inside Suarez. Pokes it out, the cross. Ardrey Kell allowing it to bounce inside, but that one bounce is really all they are getting. Cavaliers not able to get it on the second chance. Shabika heads it high. Deming shoots it inside. Yepidin clears it out. Still in danger. Sent way deep. Flynn sends it upfield, trying to keep the pressure on the Ardrey Kell back line. Good defense from Suarez and McDougal. Suarez tries the deep shot. Whiffs it wide. And don't forget about the Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. This Friday, Charlotte Christian visits the Providence State Chargers for the NCHSAA State Semifinal. That's streaming live right here on BahakelSports.com. Deming last to touch it out. Substitution waiting for Cuthbertson. Chase Bixler, the junior, has 4 goals on the year. And they'll make that substitution 15 in for number 11, Lucas Deming. When you see the ball in the hands of anyone in white, Ardrey Kell playing for the Knights, they're going to take as much time as they possibly can as down the stretch, not trying to allow Cuthbertson to have even a whiff of a goal. If they allow even one more, then it's right back to the possibility to send this into extra time and PKs, but not what the Knights want. Everything the Cavaliers want. Chowning moves up through midfield, looks for McDougal. Good ball, knocks it off. Grog, first goal scorer of the game. That came, well, feels like forever ago. 5 minutes in to the first half. Open things up 1-0. That's how it ended at the half. We came into this one quickly, 2-0 in the second, and then 2-1. Right after that, made 3-1. Possibly a fourth for Gale. Inside shot saved by the hands of Thompson. Plenty of time for the Knights, but a point-blank stop from the senior goalkeeper, Ross Thompson, to keep any hope alive for Cuthbertson as they approach 5 minutes left. Some substitutions again for Gale going out. Patel back in, number 11 in white. Short cross on the corner. Shabika plays it back. Trying to kill as much time. You may see them bring it into the corner. Patel, the 18, Soars way wide, trickles out for a throw for Cuthbertson, trying to hop on an early move. Patel just comes in and takes it away off of the miscommunication between Crum and Jacobus. Chowning, push from behind by Reed Schunkweiler, sends it high towards Jacobus. Shore. Last touch by Ardrey Kell. Can't tell which ball to use. Not the time to have that. Played over for Shore. Nice move, Yepinen. Tackles it out. Shore going deep. Headed up, still free. Foul against Cuthbertson inside the 18. Gives the free kick to the visitors and Bernardo Marquez to take it. McDougal for Shore. Touched on for Crum. Yepiden plays it out, just barely a throw-in, possibly. Could have been a corner just a couple feet over. Shore throws it in inside the box. Drops once. Two players there for the Cavaliers, but sent out by Patel. 2-on-1. The pass played too short. And the Cavaliers thankfully get out unscathed. Kolbrenner plays it back through Thompson. And now Shabika with it. Cutting inside Yorlink. Shot saved by Thompson. Free kick coming for Ardrey Kell. Now 2 minutes left in the match. Score stands. The Knights will move on to the fourth round. Pick up their 19th win of the season with a chance to return to the regional final where they fell last year to Weddington. Possibly a rematch. Both on the same side of the bracket could see it again. Cavaliers not done yet. Soares. Schunkweiler on the far side, tackled out. And now the Knights trying their best to play some keep away until that final whistle. Things can change in just a moment. Shore bounces once. Marquez takes it and will sit right down to take his time. Under a minute left now. 3-1. That one goal from the Cavaliers. A brilliant one from David McDougal. Barred down from outside the 18. Just beautiful. Soares has one, definitely wants back. Sorted over the crossbar right inside or just outside the 6. 30 seconds now. Crum. Yepiden called for the foul. Free kick in a dangerous spot. Only 23 seconds. If they want any possibility, need to complete here. 15 now on the clock. Need to get moving if they want to. Pushed on, headed out. Under 10 seconds now. Flynn turns for naught. And Ardrey Kell is going to take their second win of the season over the Cavaliers. And also moving on to the fourth round of the North Carolina State Men's Championship. Here's a look at that first goal. It was Tyler Grogg on the back post, perfectly finding it. Schunkweiler doing all the effort and the work to get it up top right. And this is the beautiful goal on the side of the Cavaliers. McDougal just barred down. Perfect. But wasn't enough. That made it 2-1. And Anand with a beautiful cross inside. Just have to get it inside the 18. Schunkweiler does all the rest of the work. And now moving on, Ardrey Kell will play on Thursday against the winner of the 16-seed Porter Ridge and the 24-seed South Meck. Ardrey Kell saw South Meck earlier this season, so a potential rematch. 3-1, our final here for the Bahakel Game of the Week. Ardrey Kell moving on.